Alright, y'all, welcome to the first episode of Don't Come Ugly podcast. I got my homies with me. It was originally my girlies, but Zay, right?
Yeah.
Zay, Trey. They walked in, so it's great to have male perspectives. Today we are talking about who needs friends when you have, who needs enemies when you have friends like this. So we've all had friends that are backstabbers or too possessive, too this, too that, just smothering you, or just envious kind of friends. So I want to get everybody's experiences here and talk about, friends, the ones we supposed to depend on.
Friends.
So I guess I'll start it off.
Can depend on.
When I was in high school,
I got you.
it was this girl. She came in 10th grade. I'm not exaggerating. Boots with the fur, apple bottom jeans kind of thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? No, this is North Carolina. She came from Texas. Texas, some parts of Texas and some parts of the U.S. are just not caught up with the rest of the world. So we in North Carolina, we're on Abercrombie and Fitch. We're on Aeropostale. We're Hollister. We're ahead of the times. So she came in, I'm in band. She became a sister. But then she just started being real envious and stuff. Matter of fact, we all sitting at the lunch table just like this, everybody laughing and stuff, and it was like we was talking about somebody who got fat in a band class or something. Then she was like, y'all know who else got fat? Everybody's all laughing. Shakira. I'm sitting right next to this bitch, right? Right next to this bitch. Elbow.
She didn't care at all.
Just bold, just fucking bold, and I hated that.
Smoke.
Yeah, she wanted all the smoke. So she was just a very envious friend, and I just didn't like that, and very possessive at that. There couldn't be a trio. You ever have friends where there can't be three of y'all? It only got to be two of y'all, and y'all can be cool. Yeah. So once a third person get in the mix, now they feel like they got too much power. Like, yo, look at this bitch. Like, they just ganging up on you and shit. I don't like shit like that. So that's one of my experiences. So we're going to start wherever, and y'all tell us about y'all experiences. Y'all better not sit here fucking quiet.
Okay.
I'm thinking like ladies first. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Okay.
We
I'll go
dealing
first.
sometimes.
Sometimes.
saying? When they want me to be.
I
that's a
feel
good
like I'm that super sensitive friend where I'm very in tune with my emotions, so I know what I like and what I don't like. And when I try to build friendships, it's hard for people to understand that. And they're kind of just like, ooh, like, what is going on here? Or they'll say, like, you're intimidating and this, that, and the third, where I'm just like, no, I see who you are, I appreciate you, but this is who I am. Can you respect these boundaries? And some people don't know how to react to that.
Boundaries.
They're just like,
I was about to say.
Boundaries are very important in friendships. Do y'all feel like friendships are like, when I have a friendship breakup, it's more than a relationship breakup, because you tell your friends everything more than I tell my partner, I'll say. Yeah. So whenever me and a friend has a falling out, it just hurts different.
Yeah.
right, it do.
But it feels like starting over like a relationship.
It does.
When you try and find somebody to that has that same level of friendship for you.
So, okay, so I got a question. Like, I understand what you're saying, but how about if you outgrow that friendship?
Oh.
Would you really want to find that again?
That's true.
Yo, you preaching? You preaching a little bit.
I mean, I was just asking.
You do outgrow friends.
I guess it's kind of like, I guess you could say it's one of those, like, it's like a relationship that you don't want to end because you still love that person.
Right.
So it hurts you too, but
It
you
do.
like, you know you gotta do it. You
Yeah.
know, so it's just like, all right, let me loosen it up. Let me distance myself.
I think our friendships be hurting more because a lot of times we hold our friendships to standards and boundaries, and we don't hold our relationships. Like, your friend, your relationship could do something, your other partner could do something, but if your friend did it, you'd be like, dang. But really, it's supposed to be the other way around. Like, because at the end of the day, you pissed off whatever you're going through, like, you gotta go home to your partner. You don't go home to your friend.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's true.
That's so true.
Right? You said ladies first, and the ladies went first.
Right.
No, I mean, for me, friendships like that is like I was saying before the cameras was rolling, mine always ever been business. Like, I've had a lot of like bad business friendships where it's like one time it was somebody that like I was mentoring that came to me, hey yo, I never did poetry before, and you know I want to do it, and I see what you're doing, and can you teach me this, that, and the third? And so it's like you put them on, and it was like, bruh, I became connected with this person because it was like I never really had nobody like that adamant about being mentored by me. Like it was special to them is what it seemed like. And so when you buy into that and then you start to get close to that person and you tell them all your plans, like your visions, like I'm gonna do this video, or I'm gonna do this, like showing them this different perspective of this world we live in, and then one day they just decide like to cut you off and then go do everything that you told them that you was about to do.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that, and that's why you gotta stay move in silence. I think that's the essence part. But when you think you got a friend and you think you can confide in them and tell them, you know, your ideas and this, that, and the third, you would never think they would do me like that.
Right.
And then they do you like that. Now it's like, well, damn.
Yeah, this nigga will tell you, bruh, when I first met him, I was the same way. Like, I was mad. I don't know. It created like a guarded version because like that shit's insane.
Yeah.
I think we got to do better about like who we call friends too. Like, you know, like.
Does time matter when it comes to having a friend? Just
Absolutely.
You think so?
But not in the sense of y'all like that y'all are ever saying. I think time matters in the sense like we think like because I was friends with this person 2 years ago, like it's 4 years later, we still deserve to be friends. But you're not that same person you was 2 years ago.
Right.
You know, and that friendship, it doesn't have the same dynamic. But a lot of times, like we'll have those conversations to question that dynamic. Like, yo, this is where I'm at in life now. And if you really gonna be my friend, I need you to get with the program. Like, because if you don't get right, you're gonna get left. You know.
Pretty much. Because I've had falling outs with friends that I've been friends with 20 plus years, and then meeting K-Ron, like I just met him for New Year's and he's became a brother.
Yeah,
so it's a difference between who you call a friend and who you actually call family.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I think like the main factor in that is like who can grow with you. You know, we can kick it, we can laugh, we can bullshit, we can party, we can fuck around and cry. But it's like, can you grow with me? You know? Because I can't speak for everybody, but for me, like I don't plan on being here forever. You know, and you may be okay with that, and if you're okay with that, then this thing got an expiration date on it. You know, for real.
You got to think about, okay, there's friends that I could just smoke with, but there's also friends that I can smoke, but also speak, you know, intelligent with, have intellectual conversations and things. Like you got different friend groups, but if I have this friend group where I can smoke with all the damn time, and we're not getting nowhere, then maybe I should just take myself out of the equation so I can elevate and leave them where they're at.
Right.
So that goes back to what you were saying about outgrowing people.
There's
So
no
that does make
substance there,
sense.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's no substance anymore. You gotta come to terms with yourself to know who you want to be and how you want to grow and how you want to move, and then leave them where they're at, pretty much.
And truthfully, like nobody runs to accountability. I don't care who you are. You know, it's like it's what makes you human. You know, but it's like how somebody corrects you makes a difference. You know, like you can tell me like, yo, you fucking up right now, or you can tell me like, hey, like that don't serve you. Like the person that I know, they don't move like that. You know,
and there's some friends I kind of like know what to say and how to say it. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk to different.
Bro, what's that saying? Say that shit. That motherfucker be talking about a Cheerio attire. What's that shit? Say that shit.
You got it's a tire, hula hoop, and a Cheerio. Like that's how you navigate your inner circle. So it's like the information in your Cheerio, your tire don't know that same information.
Wow,
and
that's deep.
And it's just basically like navigating friendships. Like certain people you keep in your hula hoop for a reason. You know, and they don't get the same information your Cheerio get.
Yeah.
And that's just navigating people. Like
you damn right.
You gotta know how to. You gotta like, especially somebody that you really call your inner circle. You gotta know how to talk to like people, like for real. Like especially if I'm calling you my folks, like know how to handle me. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see before this nigga about to pop off and do some hot head shit, like you got to do some hot head shit. And as a real friend, I'm not gonna sit back and just be like, well, let's see where this shit go.
Yeah.
You know, nah, like I
Yeah.
gotta be like, hey, you getting there.
Yeah.
You know, for real.
And
like,
you kind of know some people better than others. For
Yeah.
real. So, like you said, I'll sit back and watch how this play out versus a friend that I've had for a while where I'm going to say something.
Facts.
Like, hey, you not, you know what I'm saying, accountability and everything.
Facts.
Some people don't take that very well.
Facts.
And it doesn't rub off the wrong way. It rubs off the wrong way for people. So that matters as well.
You gotta be authentic to yourself too, though. Like
Yeah.
if you're a person that holds somebody accountable, even that friend that you know, you like, they don't take shit well. That friend still expects you to be you at the end of the day. And if they not, then they not your friend. Because like being a real friend,
She said clock that.
Clock that. Okay.
I feel like being a real friend is trusting your people to show up how they show up. Like if you know you got a friend that's gonna stand on business, the minute they don't stand on business, you gonna be looking at them funny. Like, what the fuck is you doing? Like, what you on? You know?
So do
it's
y'all
like,
hold more standards to friends that y'all have had for a while, or does it matter? Like I said, bringing that back. Does time matter when it comes to having friends?
Loyalty to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I think everybody, if you, I don't know, I'm different though. We was just talking about this. Like all my friends was the same friends for like time I was in elementary school. And then like I got into this world of like poetry and art, and then it's like niggas like him and Samad and shit like that. And so it's like naturally, I have the same friend group all the time. Like I don't know. Like
So you could say you still, you know, hang with your boys from high school or middle school or whatever.
But they serve a specific purpose in my life.
Uh-huh.
And if they didn't, they couldn't be around.
You right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's homeboys that we was in high school with that they doing shit that I just don't agree with right now. And because I don't agree with it, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I love you to death. And if I was in the street with you and I seen you in a situation where me not risking anything I got going on would save your life, I'ma do it.
Yeah.
But like that's as far as I got for you. Like I can love you from a distance. But like I'ma do that same for the people I meet right now. Like if I meet you right now and you become in my circle and then you don't serve me no more, you doing some shit I don't agree with, I'ma do you the same. I'ma treat all of them the same way because it's like I'm loyal to who I'm loyal to. Like if I fuck with you, I'll fuck with you. Like I don't let just anybody around me. And I think everybody got to start moving with that mentality. Like some people be so desperate for friends and companionship that they accept anything. And you ain't got to accept anything because you have a certain requirements for who you are in this world.
Yeah.
So be authentic to that. And if they don't fit that mold, then they got to go. Like you rather be alone than be with cowards that don't exist in your world. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm going to treat you 15-5 the same way. Either way it go, like 15-5, if you ain't serving my life, you got to go. That's just how I look at it.
I don't think people be feeling like loneliness. I mean, they do, but I also think it's like certain friendships feed your ego. Like, you know, we all friends and I'm the smartest one in the friend group. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be comfortable here and I'm gonna stay here because at the end of the day, when it's time to make shit move, guess who y'all gonna look to?
You know, so you feel
You know?
valued.
Yeah, I feel
worth.
it, and that feeds my ego. Now, when I go to a different friend group and now I'm not the smartest, I gotta shut the fuck up and listen. And
You gotta be a good follower.
You gotta be a good
leader.
follower to be a good leader. That's
Yeah.
real. That's real. That's
My
real.
son be pissing me off. I be trying to tell him that all the time. I be like,
For real.
Cause I ain't finna sit out and lead and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Like-
just me.
Like if you the person in your friend group everybody go to advice, I'm not saying you need a new friend group, but you need to explore new friend groups because
you ain't getting nothing.
you not
Nothing's
getting
being given
fed.
back.
You just pouring out, and then you feel drained, and that's why you have to. Hey y'all, I'm on this high, or I need to stay in the house for a little bit. I need to keep to myself because like your friend group isn't feeding you. You just feeding your friend group. Like if you the most accountable person in your friend group, you're not learning nothing. And because that means everybody you hanging around just fucking off because they don't have the same standards that you have. Like me and this nigga, we hold each other real accountable. Like before even some shit come around, he'll say something, and it'll just be in my head, like, you know, because that's a real friendship for real.
I agree. I just got out of a relationship with somebody that kind of compared our relationship to other relationships, and I hated that. Or anything wrong I would do now, y'all outside parties know about, like your friends. You're telling your friends about things that they shouldn't even know about in our relationship. Would you switch places with somebody you taking advice from? You wouldn't take advice from. I'm not taking advice from somebody I wouldn't switch places with, pretty much. Okay. That's what it gets down to.
Even then, I don't care who you are. The past is a tough thing to let go of because like you can learn the most by looking through your past, and it's about balance. Like balance is the hardest thing to learn. I don't care who you are, what you've been through, you know. And the more stuff you've been through, the harder it is to let go of your past because what you experience shapes the person that you are. You know, like if ain't nobody ever struggled before, you know, it shapes the person that they are. You know, and people who done really struggled a lot are normally the most genuine, generous people because they know what it's like not to have shit. You know, like that's like me and this dude. You know, like one of my most honorable moments. I seen this dude like just give a homeless man some money like repeatedly, just because like we know what it's like to have nothing. You know, and that's a simple task, but to see something do something repetitively, it show their character. Yeah. So like I think we gotta start asking each other that, like, what's the character of the people around you? You know, like what they doing when nobody watching? And we be knowing, but we turn a blind eye to shit. We be like, oh, that's just so and so. He just fucking around.
You always like that.
You always like that.
Y'all feel like sometimes y'all affiliations with people get y'all in trouble?
Hell
yes, of course.
Because growing up, I was either a hoe or I was gay, just based on the affiliations of the people I was friends with.
Yeah.
And it's also like you don't know how people talk about you when you're not in the room.
Exactly.
And it's like you want people that go to war for your character when you're not in the room. So they was just like, yo, so and so be stealing. You want somebody to know, like, they're not doing that shit. Yeah. You know, rather than just sitting around laughing. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference, for real. Because they will, you know, and you feel it. I believe energy don't lie either.
It doesn't.
You know, like you feel energy when you walk in the room. You know.
All right, damn, Zay, this your podcast. You go ahead. Somebody else say something for a chance.
Let him talk. He was preaching.
My man's been in his zone all night. Before this podcast and the show, this man been in his zone for real.
And he got his own podcast anyway. So go ahead, shout yourself out. Tell the people about you.
Follow Metaphors and Mike on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Like, share, subscribe.
He
I'm
knew
that down, for real. Yeah, but I appreciate that. Yeah.
So, ladies, go ahead, elaborate for us on what Zay was talking about.
I can ask y'all a question.
I mean, I've been on both.
Okay, ask a question.
Okay. I feel like in friend groups, especially in women friend groups, like, right? Why y'all like? I don't feel like y'all be holding each other accountable the way that y'all should be. Oh, the silence is too loud.
Because not every woman is comfortable with
Okay, go ahead.
Not every woman is comfortable with taking feedback from somebody else because they feel like, oh, who are you to tell me about my life? I respect it and I understand that because they're independent. But at the same time, it's just like women got to learn how to talk to each other and be supportive of each other and understand at the end of the day, as big as your ego is, I see right through that heart of yours. And at the end of the day, we are soft individuals. We are nurturing. So I see you have a nurturing heart, but I see you've been damaged, especially by other women because we are defensive.
Right.
But it's just like, how can we break down those walls and how much time will that take? I don't really care because I care about you as a person. So, but that level is like, you have to be really in tune with yourself. And I feel for the women that aren't and they struggle with that. But the women that are, you know, that's what we got to pray for. And look for and pray for those friendships, find those friendships.
That's good.
That was really good.
She said I ain't phrased the question, and she right. I mean, my question was more so like, I feel I've seen instances where like when that foundation is challenged of accountability, like it doesn't. I've seen it like break friendships, in especially with like groups of women. Whereas in men, like we may talk shit or do something, but there's
box it out.
There's a sense of we gonna communicate. It may not be a healthy form of communication, but there's gonna be some form of communication about it. And I'm just like trying to understand.
I think
like,
women hold more grudges than men.
Absolutely.
But why you feel that so?
Absolutely.
I feel like some women have to realize you're not always right. That's it.
That's
and
hard
that's
to get from a
okay.
woman.
Where's the bell?
But it's like, but that's okay. But that is okay because at the end of the day, we got to learn like there's different perspectives, and we should learn all of them. It can help us grow in certain
They
ways.
say a woman is loyal to how she feels. Do y'all feel like that's true?
I mean, I'm loyal to how I feel, but at the same time, tell me how you feel because there might not be something, I don't see in myself. Tell me.
Yeah.
I don't know everything about myself. I'm still learning.
Yeah.
I know a
Right.
good amount, but you might see something I don't.
Yeah, that's
Hold
hard to do though.
I got a real question though. Okay, so I'm a girl dad, right? I got boys too, but my baby, my girl. All right. To me, she is always right. Okay. And so because
You're
of
the
that-
problem.
Right.
Create the monster.
No, that's what I'm getting to. That's what I'm getting to. My thing is, I teach my daughter that, right? Like, I try to teach her, like, what it's like to really be treated like a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when she grows up, that's what her expectations are.
She's not settling.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? However, like, if I'm in the living room and they all back there in the room or whatever playing, and I hear her whine, I don't even go back there and check on what's going on. I'm automatically like, y'all better leave her alone. You know what I'm saying? And so
She could have been the problem.
and so I think essentially that creates a kind of that mentality like, you're right. So from a girl dad's perspective who wants to raise my daughter the correct way, why do y'all think that, like, what do you think the adjustments are to teach a woman growing up not to always think they're right?
Teach them either emotional standpoint and a logical standpoint. Like, I got to learn a logical standpoint from my father. So, like, he taught me how to move more logically than emotionally. So if you can find that balance with both parents, then you can learn that. That's something that I learned. But the thing is, I learned more logic than emotion. I had to learn through my female friends how to move more emotionally because my father taught me so much logic.
Logically.
And so I come off as really cold to a lot of women when reality is just like, oh, like, no,
You're
I feel you, but,
That's
you
probably,
know.
that probably save you from a lot
Yeah.
of situations too as well.
Oh,
Nah,
absolutely.
reality though, yeah.
Process.
A lot of my girlfriends, they want you to be on their side. You know what I'm saying? But then they tell you a story, and it's like, you do sound pretty wrong in this situation. And now it's like, let me call somebody else. I need somebody on my side. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need somebody to feed their head with all the negative energy that they got going on. No, bitch, you're wrong, and you need to know you're wrong. But it does start there. It starts there.
I think what's crazy is like in most instances like that, like especially when we're talking like a man and a woman, like most men, I can't speak on behalf of most men, but I can speak of like the ones I like know. But like most men don't be looking for a woman to say that she's wrong, but just so acknowledge that there was a mistake done. Like the acknowledgement. Like we not sitting there looking for her to say I'm wrong.
Oh my!
But just more so
Just
like
acknowledge what the fuck I'm
just
saying
more-
to
just
you,
more
and we
so
good.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
hey, I hear what you're saying. I'm gonna do better.
You feel like women are like pretty dismissive when it comes to like disagreements and arguments.
I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah.
Teach me a different perspective. Let's go.
But
Let's
a lot
talk
of
it out.
But a lot of women can't take that because they feel like you're challenging whatever they saying.
We're supposed to be challenged.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, I think that's healthy conversation.
Yeah.
I don't think love is like, we getting off of friendships, but I just don't think love is like, it's not a dynamic that's always pretty. That shit ugly.
Yeah, like love ain't
Yeah.
just supposed to. You just supposed to take whatever come to you. Like real love supposed to challenge you. It's supposed to, like when you. I feel like when you really walk into love, it's supposed to make you challenge everything that you thought that you knew. Like, dang, is this really what I really believe? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like it's supposed to challenge the truest parts of you. And then at the same time, you gotta stand on the shit you say you're gonna stand on. Like if this is what you stand on, then standing on it. Because a person that's really built for you, they're gonna accept those parts of you. But I think what we do a lot of time is like we compromise knowing within ourselves we don't want to. Like we be like, yeah, I can do this. No, well, you don't want to do that. Like,
Yeah.
You know, if your partner like getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning, but you know you like to sleep at 12, you need to stand on. I'm sleeping till 12. I don't give a fuck if you're happy,
true.
sad. You know, because you work around that rather than telling yourself, I can get up at 8 o'clock, I can get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and now you mad, pissed as hell. Like, you know,
Not talking.
right, you know, his whole day ruined. When he really, if you just would have told him, hey, I'm not getting up at 8 a.m. This is me. I'm gonna see he gonna figure out, you know what? Let me just sleep until and I'm gonna navigate around it.
My new relationship has taught me it's us against the problem, not, you know, the other way around.
That's big.
Yeah. And I think that's what, not even just relationships, but friendships as well. Yeah. You always battling out, and then we forget what the hell the problem was for real. Like now the problem has been out the window. We didn't forgot. Now it's just us against us. You know what? Fuck what you talking about. I don't even want to hear it no more. I've always been dismissive in a sense, like, because I feel like, especially when it comes to females, they just try to make you out like you crazy or something. Like, I speak and I put out everything on the table as it is, but there's always a rebuttal. There's always somebody always needs to be right in a sense. Somebody has to take the blame, and then now I'm dismissive and I'm like, I'm sorry. Okay, cool, you got it. Right. And the problem is still there, floating around.
But in a sense,
come back next week.
But even in those moments, both of y'all are looking for the same thing. It's just validation,
right?
Because they're looking for validation in their feelings, and you're looking in validations how you feel. And I think like two people, and what I'm learning recently is two people can be right at the same time. Like, truth is a two-sided coin. And a lot of times we think, like, just because I feel this way, you have to. But no, like, you can feel away and I can feel away. That's an adult conversation. You know, and sometimes you don't always agree. Sometimes it's like, hey.
We can agree to disagree.
Sometimes you just got to sit there mad at the person just looking at each other. Like,
yeah, you know, shake it off.
Be like that, you know?
Ladies, do we have anything to add?
I haven't said nothing this whole time.
That's what I'm saying. Nikki, go ahead. Tell us something. Preach.
Nah, I'm just listening to y'all talk, like, and then my throat hella dry.
We got water.
You said this was open for grabs and shit.
Yeah, you good. You good.
What was I about to say? Yeah, I just been listening to y'all, like, different perspectives. And I'm just gonna admit, I have been the bad friend, and I have been the friend that has had something done to them. Like, I was real immature at one point. It was a friend group, you know, and I definitely feel like I was the cause of the split. Even though afterwards, like, I'm looking more into it, like, okay, them bitches really just did not like me. That's really what it was. They didn't like me, but I wasn't a very likable person.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to one of them about the other one, and then, like, playing it cool in her face. You know what I'm saying? That's some shady ass shit. I was fucked up for that. Yeah. But it really was because my boundaries were being crossed, and I was afraid to talk to them about it. So I'm talking to the other homegirl about it. You know what I'm saying? And she going back. You know, so it's, you know what I'm saying? So when they started fucking with me, I didn't even question it. I already knew. I was like, yeah, you was moving dirty. But, like, now that I'm older, I'm like, okay, they didn't like me for real. You know what I'm saying? Because my boundaries were constantly being crossed, and it's like, why are you doing that shit to me? Right. But more so, why can't I speak up for myself? So now I'm able to speak up for myself. You know what I'm saying? Then I lost a friend because I implemented a boundary.
Yes.
You know, and I was just straight up. I was like, I don't think we can be friends right now. And I kind of left the door open. Like, right now, I don't think we can be friends right now because I'm elevated. You still here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want to leave you, but I'm, like, really hurting myself trying to stay here with you. And I told her it was very abrupt, you know? So it felt real fucked up, but it is what it is. Like, it kind of had to happen. I'm like, I don't think I can do this no more. You know what I'm saying? And she just made that shit all about her. It was hella personal, you know what I'm saying? I can't believe you did this to me. Woo, like, talking about me on the internet and shit. I'm just like, damn, girl, like, we was sisters, you know what I'm saying? Like, you was my dog for real.
I hate that.
That shit hurts to this day. Like, I'm cool with her mom still and everything. Like,
it's one of those, it's not you, it really is me.
But it was like, you know, like, I'm sure she's thriving now, and I really want that for her. It's like, damn, like, do you ever think that maybe you was wrong in the situation? Like, I brought some shit up to your attention, and you just wasn't ready to hear it.
I got a Facebook quote for that. Somebody said, "Don't chase clarity from people who created confusion."
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Because people will sit back and as old as we may get, my grandma was even hard-headed. Like, people sometimes be stuck in their ways for real, and you can't get through to them. And that's where that outgrowing comes in. If I can't convince this person or talk, strategically to this person as my friend, then you know what? Let me just let it go and let them have it. I can't change nobody.
You can't.
Yeah, I can't make nobody see my perspective and my viewpoint of things because they're always gonna feel like, oh, I'm right and I'm Miss Independent. Like, you can't tell me nothing kind of thing. You know what? You got it.
Or back to the not taking accountability in friendships.
Oh, shit.
I hate the world of like quotes and like videos and advice because now it's like nobody is wrong.
Right. It's a cop out.
Yeah, it's like even when you wrong, it's like for instance, like a nigga could do his girl dirt wrong, embarrass her in front of the crew, and then he still see a video that's like, oh nah, King, you the problem. She just lost out.
Yeah.
You really fucked up.
They'll like share it and repost it like, yeah, she lost out. No, like you did some fucked up shit. So it's like,
Or I hate when somebody try to get in church for real, but you still a fucked up individual. Like you're not getting to know you and yourself. You're just in the Bible just because it feels right or it seems right, or turning to Jesus just because. Did you really take time to think about you as an individual? Because we are all made, from God in a sense. So it's just like, I don't know. I hate stuff like that for real, y'all. It really bothers me.
I think the hardest thing to look at is your own reflection. Like, and just really assess that, like, the sum of the person that you are today is of all the experiences and decisions you made. Like, and it's even harder when you realize, like, if I don't like where I'm at right now, I ain't got nobody to blame but me. Yeah, I got parents and stuff, but at some point you got to get to a point where you like, this shit been on me for
some people don't come to that point. Like, they gotta point fingers at everybody. Like, it's your fault that I'm the way that I am or whatever, but they don't take accountability and really feel themselves or look at the reflection in the mirror and know, like, nah.
It's that victim mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There we go. Victim mentality.
There we go.
Right.
I'm low-key going through that shit now. It's like, I've been playing that shit hella cool.
Then they try to make a hate train on you.
Like, God damn.
Right, like you the problem.
Right.
Damn, I'm thinking
Right.
like, listen, do you see me? Can you see me? That's, that's where, can you see me? You can't see me, then fuck it. Like,
I don't feel like that's asking for too much either.
The other side of the coin though is being able to admit though, like, each of us have been a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Like you would, like, you've been in a situation.
I ain't never been that.
You gotta be a villain in somebody's story.
Right. But that's okay though.
That's okay.
That's okay.
And I was just telling him this like a couple days ago. Like, you can't control the narrative of somebody else's story. 'Cause you're not a villain. You could do everything you're supposed to do, but if somebody want to label you the villain, you the villain. It don't matter.
You probably broke somebody's heart in 6th grade, and they carried that for the rest of their life.
No cap.
Nah, they want that old thing.
This is gonna be a crazy story. I hate to put on camera, but me and this nigga went to the strip club in Charlotte, and one of the strippers was like you did this in 3rd grade.
We remember that shit.
They'll hold on to that. It matters.
She said that Dre was her first kiss, and then she said something about like a couple days later he was kissing somebody else.
That's a damn shame.
Like 2nd grade.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so
It was her
Oh
first
my
kiss.
God.
I remember my first kiss.
Yeah, so I'm a villain. I was a villain in her story. We had to talk it out.
It might have went over your head.
Bottom of this.
I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? My bad.
First of all, we was young and dumb, girl. Get over that shit.
Yeah.
I will never forget when Melquan called me fat in 6th grade in Miss Cox's class. Like, we hold on to stuff like that.
We're a villain of something. It don't matter what you do. Like, I think I'm a great person, but I know to some people I'm an asshole. Like, it's just like,
And you gotta own that.
Yeah, like,
there are
own
days
it.
where I think about it and I'm like, I see where I was a villain in so many people's lives, but then I think about it, I'm just like, well, that person also decided not to understand my perspective as an individual. So I'm glad I was a villain in your life, and I hope you find a way to heal because I'm owning that side of me that defended myself in that moment.
Not only that, but it'd be hard to care about somebody else when you don't give a fuck about yourself.
Sheesh.
And when you in a season where you just like, man, like, how do you care about something else when you don't care about what's really going on in your own house?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
but
That's
nobody
crazy.
see that. You know what I'm saying? Like they
You know
don't
what
see
I'm saying?
when you down bad, when your shit really just. So they gonna judge you in that moment. Like, that's what we do as humans. Like we judge each other regardless of what's going on. Your mama might have just passed away, and I'm saying you goddamn, you said this to me, and I'm offended.
Yeah.
You hurting right now.
But you wouldn't know that.
I wouldn't know that.
Right.
So you a villain of my story, and the whole time you just needed a hug.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You just needed a hug. That's all you needed.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's the world we live in. Like that's
is the
just
world
where
we
it's
live in.
at, how it is. Like nobody ever really talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
So when we not talking about it, we always judging people off their actions. That's all. You know what I'm saying? They say actions louder than words. That's what we talk. But sometimes you don't know. Your actions was a result of what you was going through.
Mm-hmm.
We hurting sometimes. This world fucked up. Nigga, eggs $10. You know what I'm saying? The fuck
No,
you care about my
seriously.
life for?
I feel like
Life is hard
I feel
enough.
like every item in the grocery store is like $5 right
You know what I'm saying?
Like
Like,
everything.
Nigga just worked a 13-hour shift to go pay for some eggs. Like, that's what the world we in, and we mad at each other.
Right.
Nigga, we need help.
We all need therapy, for real.
Right.
Like, we in a world that needs help. Like, it doesn't matter who you are, how much money you making. Because the more money you make, the more money you going to spend. Because that's just the world we in. Mm-hmm. Oh, I just made $1 million. I can't go live with the niggas that's making 100,000. They going to rob me. So I'm going to go spend $1 million on a fucking house.
Yeah.
For safety.
Yeah.
That's the world we live in. And niggas is mad at each other.
And our perspectives ain't even community no more. Like niggas used to want to get money to spread the wealth, but now it's like I'm trying to get money to get the fuck away from you niggas. In all honesty,
That's it.
you know, like if you came up with something right now, you getting as far away from this city
Right.
as
I'm
possible.
out of
you
Fayetteville.
know? But then we drag the people that do get away with money. So it's like, it's
Or
a
even the
double-edged
people
sword.
that come back.
You can't win.
Now you're a failure.
Man, right.
They talk about motherfuckers who don't come back to help, but you come back to give to the community and they talk about you for trying to make a difference in the same community they fucking starving in.
Right.
Come back and build a dome for the homeless. They gonna be like,
Because how
dang, he
dare
only
you
built
do
one.
it.
Right.
He got $1 million. He
Like,
only-
why you swear to God like that?
You know?
That is so
Why he
real.
ain't built one on Ramsey Street? You know, it's like sad. You know?
I feel like that's how they treat Cole.
Nah,
Facts.
For real.
Yeah.
They feel entitled.
they don't even know. Cole put a lot of money in the schools around here. I know that because I'm in that shit.
I feel like people gotta announce what they doing all the time.
You got.
And that's sad
I
though.
just had this conversation. I was like, I hate social media. I see people who thrive because they announce, oh, I did this for breakfast. I did this for lunch. I did this for dinner.
Or gotta be on
like, nigga, I
camera.
might go 5 days
Right,
off
yeah.
of social media, and I tell
It
you, I
ain't
did
happening
one
till they
thing
on
the whole
camera.
time. I did 5 things. I fed 500 families this day. I was in 3 classes this day, but I don't give a fuck to show you niggas.
Why the hell do I need to tell everybody what I got
But
going
wait,
on?
wait, but you also gotta remember. See, I'm the type of person like, no, what I do for the community, I post it because I'm just like, hey, I want to motivate y'all. Like, go out there, give back to the
But
community.
then you
'cause-
do that, people take that personal. You
But guess
show
what?
what
But guess
you
what?
give.
Right.
Take the personal and
People
Take
think
her-
you a
It's like
show
you
off.
can't
because I'm gonna keep.
Why did you
really
need to
care.
record that? Why did you need to
Right.
post
But that's where
that?
it's like,
Right, if you really
I wanna
care,
hear that because
you know, you
I'm
would've
doing
never
God's
done that.
purpose. So if you're mad about God's purpose, baby, that's on you, not me.
It's just the world.
I'm
we-
gonna keep posting. I hope I keep motivating people. Thank you.
It's just the world we live in. Like illusion is overrides evidence. You know what I'm saying? Like we live in a world where you don't have to have the evidence for it. Like, in truth, we see a lot of people on social media, and it's people on social media living life where y'all know damn well their personal life ain't like that.
True.
Facts. Facts.
But the fact that a mass majority believe the illusion, that's all that matters. So it's like, I think you just really got to be like solid in your own self, have your own validation. You got to be your own kind of compass in this world, because like it's a world full of distraction. Really,
This world love bullshit.
We all playing a game essentially.
I'm gonna tell you how I know this world love bullshit, bro. I pay attention to everything. Views from the Ville. Views from the Ville could post Poetic Zay is giving back to the community, blankets every day, teaching in the classrooms, doing whatever. It's gonna get 8 likes. One comment.
Right. All the family
Then
members.
the page posts, old dude shot old buddy in the club. Now everybody hate Views from the Ville.
I swear to God.
672
Now my
comments,
page is negative. It's full of
382
negativity.
shares. Never gave Views from the Ville credit for trying to boost a local business, but they had talked that shit down because it posted real shit. Motherfuckers is getting shot. No one
People feed on negativity
That's it.
and drama.
That's what they want to see. Don't even the page. This page is negative. It does this, that, and the third. I done seen this page post positive shit, and y'all don't even watch this shit.
Y'all don't even share it. Y'all don't even
give a
move.
fuck.
Good ass kickbacks, paint
Right.
Oh, no.
I support
Positive.
businesses and
That's
everything.
positive.
But
Now
did
they
y'all
post
think
that
to go
nothing.
share that and support that? Nah. Y'all want to support
Views from the
this, that, and
Ville
the third.
posted that there was a brand new podcast talking about shit
Sorry,
in the
y'all.
city going on tonight. Look,
It's
Now, don't forget,
it's
gotta
cold out here. You can't even
it's easier to relate.
They like the violence posts. And if you ain't half naked, baby, good luck.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
It's easy.
Good
it's
luck.
Easier, it's easier to relate to relatable content, and when you don't got peace, how you relate to peace?
Sheesh.
But when you got hate and wickedness and evilness in you,
Yeah.
it's easy to relate to that. I see that shit every day. You know, like it's easier though. But when you at peace, like, you know,
Peace is hard work.
peace is hard work.
Right.
And you can tell the
So
people who
worth
got
it.
peace because they will go to war in order to protect their peace.
They'll cut everybody off just to protect
No
their
matter what it
peace.
is, got to go.
Sometimes
Yeah, got to go.
I heard a quote sometimes, and it was that sometimes peace ain't always peaceful. And it's like when you really got peace, you gotta be able to do whatever it takes in order to maintain that for real. Like peace within yourself, peace within your friendships, within your relationships, like. And that goes back to your mentality and what you're saying, like us against the problem. Like y'all got a peace about that thing.
Yeah.
So when you got a peace about it, you like whatever comes, we not dividing, you know? So
Right.
I grew up a people pleaser myself. Like I'm the youngest and only girl for one. So going to school, like I just I love having friends and making people happy.
Yeah.
But then creating a platform like this, it's like, dang, I got this whole city and then people outside the city watching this. I cannot make everybody happy. So I had to come to that conclusion and come to terms where, all right, I have to do what I feel is right. And sometimes I'm not always right.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I gotta go back and delete something or correct something because my bad, y'all, didn't mean that. But I am only one person and I am human.
Right.
Yeah.
So we all make mistakes, and I feel like, I don't know.
it's a nigga that every time he get off work, his wife get in his ass, and the only relief he gets is by getting on your page and writing some because he know damn well he can't say that shit to his wife.
He can't say it to his
But
wife.
guess
He gonna
when
double
guess
tap
when
that
he-
post.
Guess when he can do that.
Say it to you.
You know?
Yeah.
And, I think I'm in the season of realizing that like I can't internalize what everybody feeling because I'm real empathetic to people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't look like what I've been through, so like, and I thank God for that. But
A lot of people do.
nah, and I internalize people things like real quick. Like, you know, if you were to tell me like, dang, I feel sad right now, I would sit here and think about like, dang, did I do anything tonight? Dang, maybe I took too many wings when she already feeling sad. Like, you know, like,
Yeah.
maybe she hungry.
Right.
But the more time I spend with myself, I'm realizing like I gotta learn to separate people's emotions from my emotions. Like if you say you sad, I gotta have no trust in myself to know like that's your emotions. That's not for me to feel.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
That's not on me to carry, like you said.
Especially like when our friend groups, like when they come to us and say they hurt or they going through it, like we really carry that, but we're not supposed to. Like it's supposed to just be a space for you just to dump that shit off.
Bro, I had a friend that will always be in something. Yeah. Like I feel like all of us know somebody that's just always in some bullshit
for no reason. They be putting themselves in it.
Yeah, and they expect you to get them out of the bullshit all the time. But and as soon as you decide like to choose yourself and be like, you know what, I ain't even finna deal with this nigga right now. Like that's him. He'll figure it out. That's the mentality that I kind of have with people. They'll figure it out. Because we all got our own struggles. I can't sit here and cry for you.
Right.
All the time when I got my own problems going on. No, I'm not finna give you no money. I just had a nigga ask me for money from school, like, and he in jail right now. That is not my problem.
We can pray together.
It's not.
Yeah,
Right,
let's pray. I told him God got you.
Sometimes that's what I do to homeless man. You know, you got something from brother man? I ain't got nothing for the prayer.
I don't got nothing for you. Do you need a hug? Do you need a prayer? Like anything, but this money is mine.
It's my money and I need it now.
I need it right now.
Some of these homeless people ask me, I'm like, bitch, I need something.
Right.
You got something?
That actually kind of brings me into my story.
Go ahead.
So, me and my friend kind of fell out. Mainly, I say it's because I didn't realize what type of friend she was. So, like, I was seeing her as my best friend, but I don't feel like she was seeing me as her best friend.
And it go like that.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
definitely did.
So it was kind of like we was always going out together. Like that was like my going out friend. It's now what I seen it as. Like this is what I see it as now. So basically what happened was, you know how they say Miami always break up the friend groups.
Yeah.
It was Vegas.
Tell me more.
She was having a birthday trip out there. I had missed the last one in Jamaica. She ended up seeing what's his name, like Big Baby Darren or whatever off of Wildin' Out.
Okay.
From here. But she ended up seeing him. He's on FaceTime on her phone with me, talking about, best friend, why you ain't here? And I'm like, I don't know. So I'm like, I'm going to Vegas this time. I'm going to go. So I don't get the insurance for my plane ticket because, you know, I've never missed a plane. I'm on it. I'll be there 2 hours early. Her other friend that got on the flight in the morning with her left her wallet at her house. Damn. How you leave your wallet and you taking a flight?
You know you taking a flight.
You at least need your ID.
Yeah. Well, she got all her bags and stuff?
Yes. So she's like, can you ride to my house and get it from my daddy, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh, like, I'm already running behind. I done worked overtime to get this day off to even get there. So I'm like, okay, get to the house. It takes a whole hour. And then I missed my flight by 15 fucking minutes. So, granted, I don't have insurance. So now I done missed out on the plane ticket. I done missed out on whatever I already paid her for to be getting out there. So I'm like, fuck, I'm down.
Just from trying to help somebody else.
Just from trying to help you, just for being too nice, like I always am.
I swear, being a people pleaser,
exactly,
it'll get you there.
So then she texts me and goes, all right, you can send you $300 for the room whenever you can. Bitch, the room I'm about to see? Like, what are you talking about?
What?
I said, no, baby. I was like, I'm not doing that. And she was like, well, if you need to make payments, you know, you can start into... No, I'm not doing that. So then I was like, you know what? It's her birthday. I said... Because it's $300, I'll send $103 because it was $309. I said I'll send $103 for your share. The other two bitches got to figure out what the fuck they gonna do because they the ones who made me lose my flight. And she's like, no, that's unacceptable. Like, you already said you was coming. It's not my fault that you missed your flight and you wasn't time managing and blah.
What?
I said, okay.
Oh no.
I said, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not paying you that shit. I said, so we can either keep this friendship going or we can just call it a truce. Like, because I'm not paying that.
And she wasn't hearing you either.
I said, we can't still be friends after me not paying you this $300. I don't know what to tell you. Because I already offered up the $103. Now I'm not doing nothing. And then the other friend that left her wallet messages me also. Talking about, I can't believe you doing this to her on her birthday. Bitch, you did it. What are you talking about? You started it.
But you know what's crazy? I feel like everything happened for a reason.
Yep.
I feel like everything that happened was to show you that wasn't really your friend.
And then I would have went, like, imagine if I didn't get her wallet and then still went out there, they would have still been acting funny.
Yeah,
So either way, it would have
Yep.
fell out.
Exactly.
So it just had to show you.
Right.
Yeah.
You dodged a bullet.
It was time.
It was definitely time.
Yeah.
I hate being too nice.
Oh,
I
it's
swear,
so
it's.
annoying.
I feel
Yeah,
like
it
it's hard
is.
though. You be wanting to save people, or you. I won't say save. You be wanting to help people because you know that like you can, but some people don't want to help themselves, and that's where the issue lies.
Yep.
And now they gotta put the blame on you.
Right,
Exactly.
because you didn't do something for them.
Yeah.
I'm not nice.
I'm
Kind,
Show me your ways.
I'm kind, but not nice no more. Like I used to be. But then that shit just make you lose your fucking mind.
It's
Yeah.
draining.
It's
It's very
very
And
draining.
then you just like one day you sitting there with yourself, you're like, damn, I really just gotta start saying no.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all it is.
Right.
That's
all
and
it
then you
is.
start saying no,
Still
you're like,
learning
oh
here
shit,
and
I'm
there.
starting to feel like my back got straight.
That no word will definitely eat somebody up.
And that's how you. That's why I'm going through the situation I'm going through now because I said no.
But I think that's
I'm
how you
like
determine.
standing on
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
like
It'll
they're like,
show.
oh, this bitch for real.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I'm serious.
You
this
gotta
time,
stand on
like,
business and
I was
show
just
them.
about to
If
say
you
that.
love me
Yeah.
and I tell you no and you keep moving, that mean you really love me. If I tell you no and you like, what
The
the
fuck?
fuck? Yeah.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
fuck what I'm saying, fuck me.
Yeah, nah,
Alright,
you
let's
guys.
disrespect
Sometimes
at that point.
that
You were
no-
never my friend to begin with.
That no uncomfortable sometimes for whoever is giving it and receiving it. So it's like, y'all gotta be on the same page. If you tell me no and I can't receive it, then it's like, the fuck going on?
Yeah.
You gotta be able to give it both ways. Like, nah, that no important. And sometimes you gotta go backwards and say no. Sometimes you done say yeah, committed to some shit.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
you like,
what,
actually,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta be confident
That
in
hurts.
yourself, like my bad. Like, I'm sorry.
I was
but,
people pleasing.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I was having a moment where I said some shit I shouldn't have said. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you love me, please forgive me.
You know, you gotta be real with yourself.
Because if not, bro, like, that shit brutal to walk through this world, like, doing shit you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Right.
It's too much of that that's not optional. Like, we wake up every morning and gotta do shit we don't want to do. Like, this world is, it's designed that way. Like, you know.
And nobody else knows what we carry.
Yeah.
We carry our own weight. I don't have time to carry Niggy's weight or Danny's weight or your weight. Like, I don't have time to carry everybody's weight on my shoulders.
It's also still Sandra. Like, you gotta remember, everybody going through something.
Right.
You know, like, but pain and experiences have a way of making you feel like nobody else can feel what you feel. Like, when you sad, you like, don't nobody know what it's like to be sad or depressed. But in actuality, we all know what it's like.
Yes.
Right. We are.
We're human, just like y'all.
You know what I'm saying? So,
That's why I think true emotional intelligence comes, because it's like, you might be going through some shit, but you my dog, and I'm going through some shit, but you
Yeah.
ain't said shit yet. So I'm going through some shit, and I'm like, hey, I'm going through this shit. Whole time you was already fucked up, so what I just put on you sent you over the edge.
Yeah.
We gotta be more comfortable being like, hey, you good right now?
Yeah.
Hey,
Consideration.
I got some shit I need to talk about, but I
Yeah.
want to make sure you straight. If you ain't got the room to take it on right now,
yeah.
let me know.
Yes.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
then when I give it to you and you don't give me what I expect, I'm mad at you. I gave false expectations.
Right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I don't even know, like, your dog just got hit by your next door neighbor.
Right.
Yeah.
And I ain't give you no grace because all I cared
Yeah.
about was the fact that
About my
Tanya
problem.
cheated on me. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? Like, you gotta be real. Like, hey, what you got going on? But we don't do that.
We don't ever do that.
I think the increase in like mental health awareness has allowed people to like dodge accountability too. Because it's like it's people out here with real mental health issues, you know.
And there's people out just talking to that
But
guy.
now it's like, oh, like I got upset and I was talking to you crazy because I'm bipolar. No, you have poor emotional regulation. Like, you don't know how to manage your fucking emotions. Like, you're not bipolar.
Yeah.
You just don't know emotion. And that's the thing. Like, we want to talk about emotional intelligence, but no one wants to talk about emotional regulation.
No.
You know, like, just because you can do something don't mean you should, and that's being able to regulate your own emotions.
It's not easy.
It's not.
Coming from someone who really struggled with that, I went from, oh, you're gonna be mean to me? Okay, let's go fight. Let's talk. To finding so much peace within myself and realizing, like, if you really can't sit down and communicate, I just can't talk to you because I'm not about to step out my character anymore. But like that level of work that I had to do on myself, coming from different forms of abuse, it's like I got the help. A lot of people don't even know they need the help. They're not subconsciously like aware that they need the help. You know?
You don't want it.
Yeah, and you have to want it, and you have to want to know who you really are. Because it's like, I love seeing the God in people, but I also like to see the demons people carry. So you gotta be able to see both within somebody. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like, I felt that. It's like,
no one's perfect. That's why it's like I'm such an understanding person, but here's the thing, I'm so understanding of every individual I meet, but as I get to know them and their demons and the God in them, I know what boundaries to set with them, and I know, okay, I can have you super close, or I have to have you right here, but I still care about you because I am choosing to understand you. We live in a world where people just be like, I don't care to understand what they're going through. And I'm just like, no, I care, because at the end of the day, God's sending you to me for a reason. And since I'm so understanding, that means there's something I need to understand about you and show you that you're not alone in some type of way, shape, or form.
I heard an old head tell me, I grew up in the South, like, around old heads. So, like, y'all gonna hear me say that a lot. Like, I heard an old head tell me, because that's what I hear, but I heard an old head tell me, God blesses you through people. The devil distracts you through people. So it's like, you really just kind of gotta have that intuition and discernment to just know, like, what is this person's true intention. Like my grandma always say, like, if people show you their true colors, believe them. You know? So it's like, what colors are people showing you? Because me personally, I'm good for painting people the color I want them to be. You know, it's like I look at the patch of goodness and ignore the acre of chaos you done created, and I'm like, yeah, they got this one patch though, and if we could just grow this patch, but at the same time, like, I'm gonna learn that, like, you gotta give people room to choose the choices and make the decisions they want to make without your influence. Like, what decisions do you make without me saying, hey, what about? Nah, like, what is that unconscious side of you, that subconscious side of you, ultimately gonna do? And that's like when you really judge. I feel like you can really judge someone's nature.
Some people show you from jump, like, they lead with whatever. Like, a man could lead with money. Now, as soon as he run out of money in our relationship, oh, you mad because I'm ready to leave you. Or my last relationship, okay, is led with lust. You're feeding me nudes from jump, or whatever the case may be. Versus this one is led with love. Like, we built the foundation. But if you lead with lust, now that's what our relationship is going to be based around.
That's the dynamic.
Yeah, that's the dynamic. It's sex.
You gotta pay attention to people's patterns.
Exactly.
Because like, we all have patterns.
We do.
And it's like, you know, I heard patterns, and then people you surround yourself by. I heard like a millionaire tell me, like, you show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Because it's like, how are you gonna get there if these are the people you surround yourself by?
Exactly.
These are the people you taking from. You resort when you going through it. You not,
or not taken from, because they ain't got nothing to give you.
Exactly.
You giving them stuff.
I tried to tell a friend that, and as a woman, as a little female, you know, you don't want to hear it. Just, I don't mean to tell you that your friend group is what's holding you back because you love your friends so dearly. But if these are the people that turn to you because you're the strong friend, and when you got something going on, they can't help you at all, you need to regroup. You need to recalibrate your life and think about your future.
Yeah, or just measure, like, where was you a year ago? And I don't mean like what you've attained physically, but like a year ago. Like, what have you gained? Are you the same person?
Some people think nice clothes make you...
You know,
yeah.
Do you react the same to situations a year ago that you react now? Like, how are we measuring growth? You know what I'm saying?
some people measure growth with nice clothes and materialistic things or whatever. Just because I look good, I'm doing good or something. What's wrong with your soul? Like, that's what really matters.
That part.
Yeah.
It's not on you, it's in you.
Okay.
Amen.
Well, y'all, I gotta work tomorrow. So.
Right.
But this
They gotta push that clock. So we're gonna end everything. And cause that was enough for me.
That was really good. That was really good.
So y'all enjoyed it. The first episode of Don't Come Ugly. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, everybody introduce themselves real quick.
We starting here.
Yep.
I'm Slaughter Poet. Y'all follow me on Instagram, Slaughter Poet 2.0.
I'm Tasia, also known as Zatasia. You can follow me on Instagram under Zatasia. Thank you.
How you spell it?
ZHATAJIA.
I'm Shakira. Views from Reveal. You should already know who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the main character here.
Make sure you view both sides of the video, because she be posting both sides. Y'all don't be listening.
They don't be listening.
Right.
And don't be supporting.
That part. Well, I'm Hazel with Hazel Eyes Media. I do photography. I do videography. You can follow me on Instagram at Hazel with the S.
Hold on, she got her own book too.
With an S. Hold on, wait, I'm getting it.
Okay.
But Hazel's Eyes Media on Instagram, or you can follow my other Instagram page, which is Hazel Loves _ the letter U. I have my own poetry book out titled Letters from My Heart. You can find that on Amazon. Period.
Okay.
I'm Danny Girl Love. Danny Girl _ Love with a U. Yeah, that's me. I'm a dog trainer.
Yeah.
And she's fine.
I'm
Period.
And I'm very supportive. So you send me something in my DM, I'll post it. You know, I don't charge money or nothing. But, you know, like, just be trying to get people to network and, you know, create that community that we need.
Right. I love that.
Nikki.
Hey, y'all.
I'm Nikki. Y'all can find me on Instagram at Nikki._IT. I think you had hit me
Nikki
up
with 2 Ks.
about something.
Maybe.
When you just said your name, I said I got a DM.
It sound familiar?
It's about an opportunity. I think you
I'll
had
be
an
working.
event. Yeah, I think you had an event. We're gonna talk.
Right,
But yeah, Nikki. I am a rapper. You know, I do a little something. And I'm just a creative ass person.
I consider you an artist.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm an artist.
She's not a rapper, y'all.
I'm an artist. I just do creative stuff, and if anybody's ever looking to collaborate and do some fun shit, like, just hit me up. I'm down. I ain't talking about money yet, but just hit me up.
You gotta pay me. Yeah, for sure. Go ahead, Zay.
I am Poetic Zay, the smoothest poet in the land, forever known for speaking these words so poetic. Like,
Oh shit! Okay.
Poet, spoken word artist, workshop facilitator, writer, editor, all that other stuff. But yeah.
Oh, I didn't tell them what I do, should I?
Yeah, you were supposed to tell them what you do, of
At
course.
Sorry. So, you guys, I am a creative director. I love to create for magazines. I am a published model. I also do poetry as well. I do a little bit of event planning, and I love to give back to the community through the JCs.
Photography too.
Oh yes, photography as well.
They forgetting what the fuck they do out here. Like, you better know who you are.
You right, for the
Yes.
magazine.
Huh?
Talking about this.
Oh yeah,
Great.
I love
For the
creating for
magazine.
magazines, but I'm also an ABAT. I love working with kids with autism and teaching them life skills. So please reach out to me. I'm here. I'm open for collaborations, and yeah.
You got it all out?
I feel like for now, yeah. I think I covered the basics.
That's solid.
All right, y'all. That concludes this episode of Don't Come Ugly, and nobody came ugly.
Period.
Thank y'all for coming out.
Days card never declines.
That part, clock that T.
All right, we all about damn near over 30. We gotta go to sleep.
I gotta go pee.